Yo, what is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today's video I wanted to talk about what really constitutes like a healthy relationship and when should you leave the girl? Like when is it time to just call it quits in the relationship and leave, right? So to get things started, to just hop right into it. So you got your three type of relationships, right? You got, boyfriend, girlfriend type of relationship. You have an engagement, and then you got people who are married. The one thing that I think is the standard that no matter what happens, no matter how long you've been together with them, no matter how nice they have been in the past, no matter how beautiful she is, the one thing that you should never ever compromise is if she cheats on you, man, to any degree, if she cheats on you, that is it when it comes to the relationship. That is it. That is when you should just completely just end things right there. Her loyalty is just thrown out the window. If you guys were engaged, married, the vows are thrown out the window, man. At that point in time, if cheating's involved and you guys are in an exclusive relationship, that is something you can't compromise. There's no get out of jail free card for that. At the end of the day, she broke your trust. How can you trust her anymore, So number one, cheating. If she cheats on you, man, done, adios, goodbye. That's the end of that. Cheating. You shouldn't just throw away a relationship if you guys are arguing, right? I think, there's healthy arguments. Outside of the severe stuff of cheating, there's arguments that can be healthy. It happens, right? We don't always get along, in relationships. Arguments happen from time to time. Maybe she wants to do this a certain day. Maybe she forgot that you have plans a certain day. Maybe your values on something don't align. Day-to-day arguments, they happen, right? But I'm talking about in terms of just leaving her, right? Leaving her just completely and, not being with her anymore. You gotta, it has to be something a lot more severe. Now, going on to the next point is, her habits, right? Look at her habits. If she's somebody who is constantly, every weekend just going out, partying, out with girls night out, I mean, that is a red flag right there, man. That is a huge, huge red flag. And, it's not just you being a controlling person. This has nothing to do with control optics or anything like that. It's just the fact that this isn't the type of person that you want as a long-term partner, right? This isn't the person that, you want to have kids with. This isn't the type of person, that habit of just always constantly going out, always having girls' night out, that's not the type of person you want to have, as the mother of your children, Can you imagine just, you having kids and then, every weekend she's just going out and about with her friends, partying it up. Really going on to the last thing, man, it's the element of just what type of support does she really provide for you, right? She's not really invested much in your life and your day-to-day things. She's more so invested in her personal stuff that's going on in her life and doesn't care about the progress you're making, getting to know you, the stuff you got going on, in your job, maybe your family stuff, seeing, what's going on with your family. If she's not invested at all in your personal life, if she doesn't really care to get to know your family, it's always about me, her, doing things that's more convenient with her, always focused on her so much. She's so self-centered on her personal life, doesn't really give a shit about you in terms of, even just asking questions about it could be just questions about your job, right? Questions about, how things are going and from you and your work day, just supporting you throughout things if you need something every now and then, just family, right? If she doesn't get along with your family, that's another one, she just doesn't care things about you personally. Just the personal factor is huge in a relationship, How is her family dynamics with, not just her family, but how's the family dynamics with your family? How are those dynamics with your friends? Are they toxic? Does she always complain? Altogether, these three things are very important in a relationship. The love, the support she gives you, her personality, what are her habits? Does she love to, spend time with you, or is she always going out to the bars every weekend? Is she obsessed with that party lifestyle? It can be really toxic, obviously, if you want to have kids one day. And then finally, if she does something crazy, like if she cheats, right? If she cheats, that's the end of that, man. No exceptions, man. Don't be weak. Set the standards early in the relationship. Now, look, I'm gonna be fair, right? It's not always the woman's fault, Maybe you're just a shitty guy and maybe you have bad habits, right? It's important for you to evaluate your habits as well. You have to be honest with yourself. See if there's anything that you personally are doing that is making this relationship possibly toxic. Are you able to still protect and provide? Do you still have that masculine energy that she fell in love with originally? How is your finances doing? Can you support her? Maybe you're the one with the bad habits. Maybe you're the one that's creating unnecessary drama. Obviously, a lot of times there are cases where obviously as the man, you have to look and maybe you're the one that's contributing as well to some of this toxicity in the relationship. Again, like I said, man, cheating, right? If she cheated on you, her bad habits, right? If it's really bad habits, she's always going out, always partying with her friends every weekend for girls' night out, isn't displaying really any type of responsibility. How are her family dynamics like with your family and her family? And does she support you? Does she support your new goals? Does she support, does she ask a lot about what's going on in your personal life, maybe at work or with your friends? Does she get to really know you as a person? How invested is she in the relationship dynamic? These are all factors that are important to consider. Anyways, guys, raw video today. Just recording this on my phone. Got to run somewhere real quick, but I'll be back to the regular format, next week again. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday, every Friday. You don't want to miss them on all things men's lifestyle, self-improvement, and becoming the best possible version of yourselves. With all that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.